Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to answer for science practice paper number 7. In the last video, we have answered up to 29 question. Now let us answer for the 30th question. In the 30th question, two sub questions are there. State Mendeleev's periodic law, first question. Then B question is what is atomic size? How does the atomic size of the elements vary while going from left to right along a period in the modern periodic table? So now let us answer for this question. So ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ 30A ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಮೆಂಡಲೀವ್ಸ್ periodic law. So Mendeleev's periodic law states that the properties of elements are periodic function. The properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic masses. So this is the statement that is law of Mendeleev's periodic law. The properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic masses. Now let us answer for the second question, that is what is atomic size and how does the atomic size vary when we move from left to right, that is when we move across the period. So atomic size is defined as the size of an atom, or it is defined as the distance between nucleus of an atom, between nucleus and valence electron. So valence electron gu nucleus iruvantaha distance na we call it as atomic size. The distance between nucleus and valence electrons is called as atomic size. So what happens as we move across the period? ನೋಡಿ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ದ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತಗೊತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಲಿಥಿಯಂ, ಬೆರಿಲಿಯಂ, ಬೋರಾನ್, ಕಾರ್ಬನ್, ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್. ಸೊ ನೋಡಿ ಇದು ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ನಂಬರ್ 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6. ನೋಡಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಆಸ್ ವಿ ಮೂವ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ದ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್, as we move across the period, number of shells remains same. ನೋಡಿ ಶೆಲ್ಗಳ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ, KL. So number of shells remains same, but number of valence electrons increases. ನೋಡಿ valence electron 1, il 2, il 3, il 4, il 5, il 6. That means number of valence electron increases. As valence electron increases, nuclear force also increases. As nuclear force increases, the size of the atom decreases. So size of the atom decreases. So this is about how the atomic size decreases as we move across the period. As we move across the period, atomic size decreases. See here, if the size of the lithium is this much, then size of the beryllium, so size of the boron, size of the carbon, size of nitrogen, size of oxygen. See, as we move across the period, the atomic size goes on decreases. ಸೊ ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ಸೈಜು ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. So this is that nuclear force make the valence electron to come near the nucleus. So adrinda atomic size decrease ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. So this is about question number 30. Now let us move for question number 31. So question number 31 is, what is dihybrid cross? Next, how do Mendel's experiments show that the traits are inherited independently? So now let us answer these two questions. So what is dihybrid cross? A cross between two plants which differ by two characters. A cross between two plants which differ by two characters is called dihybrid cross. So one question is finished. Second question he asked, how do Mendel's experiments show that the traits are inherited independently? Now let us answer for this question. So now according to Mendel's law of independent assortment, so during inheritance of two or more character, the assortment of an individual takes place independently during gamete formation. ಸೊ ಮೆಂಡಲ್ ಅವರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ, ಸೊ ಇನ್ಹೆರಿಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎರಡು ಅಥವಾ ಎರಡಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇನ್ಹೆರಿಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ದ ಅಸಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅನ್ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇರಲ್ವೋ ಅದು ಆಫ್ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ನಲ್ಲಿ F1ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ವೋ ಅದು F2ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ, ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಒನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ತೊಗೊತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ತೊಗೊತಾ ಇರೋದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಲು ರೌಂಡ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಎ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ರೌಂಡ್ ಸೀಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಇನ್ ಕಲರ್. ಇನ್ F1 generation it is crossed with a plant having wrinkled shape, yellow color. ರೌಂಡ್ ಶೇಪ್ ಇರುವ ಸೀಡು, ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಕಲರ್ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಸೀಡ್ ಇರುವ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟನ್ನು ರಿಂಕಲ್ಡ್ ಶೇಪ್ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಯೆಲ್ಲೋ ಕಲರ್ ಸೀಡ್ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಬ್ರೀಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ F1 generation. ಆ F1 ಜನರೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬಂದಿದೆಯೋ ಆ ಬೇಬಿ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. F2 ಜನರೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಆರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ವೈ, ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ವೈ, ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಆರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ವೈ, ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ವೈ. ಸೊ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಆರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ವೈ, ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ವೈ, ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಆರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ವೈ, ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ವೈ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನೇ ನಾವೀಗ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ದ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ಸ್ ನಾವು. ಸೊ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ಸ್ನ ಬರೆಯೋದಾದರೆ, ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ದ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್: ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಆರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ವೈ, ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ವೈ, small r capital Y, small r small y. Then here capital R capital Y, capital R small y, small r capital Y, small r small y. So cross ಮಾಡ್ತಾ self pollination ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. So capital R capital R capital Y capital Y. So round seed, yellow color. Next capital R capital Y small y. Again round yellow. capital R, small r, capital Y, capital Y. So round yellow. Capital R, small r, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Again round yellow. Capital R, capital R, capital Y, small y. So round yellow. Capital R, small y, small y. The shape of the seed is round, but it is green in color, round green. Next, capital R, small y, capital Y. So round yellow. Capital R, small y, small y. So round green. Next, small r, capital Y, round yellow. Small r, capital Y, small y. Again round yellow. Small r, capital Y. So wrinkled yellow. Small r, capital Y, small y. Small r ಎರಡು ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ wrinkled, capital Y ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ yellow. Here round is dominant and wrinkle is recessive. Yellow is dominant and green is recessive. So small r, capital R, small y, capital Y. So round yellow. Small r, capital R, small y, small y. So round green. Round green. Next, small r. Next, capital Y, small y. So wrinkled yellow. Small r, okay, small y. So wrinkled, then wrinkled green. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ರೌಂಡ್ ಯೆಲ್ಲೋ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ರೌಂಡ್ ಯೆಲ್ಲೋ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಂಕಲ್ಡ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ರಿಂಕಲ್ಡ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ F2ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಈ ಎರಡೂ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟ್ರು ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಅವೆರಡು ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನೇ ಲಾ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಸಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. This law is called law of independent assortment. So this is about that is what we call Mendel's experiment to show that traits are inherited independently. Now let us move for the next question. That is in that one only option is there. How is the sex of the child determined in human beings? So let us answer for this question now. So how the sex is determined in human beings? In each cell there are 46 chromosomes. In each cell, how many chromosomes are there? 46 chromosomes. That is 23 pairs. 23 pairs are there. Out of 23 pairs, first 22 pairs are autosomes, which decides all the other character. The last pair is sex chromosomes. The last pair is sex chromosomes. ಕೊನೆ ಪೇರ್ನ ನಾವು ಸೆಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇನ್ ಮೇಲ್ 23rd pair has X and Y chromosomes. 23rd pair X and Y chromosomes, but in female 23rd pair has 2X chromosomes. This 23rd pair, this 23rd pair will decide the sex of the child, will decide the sex of the child. ಸೊ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಚೆಕ್ಕರ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬರೆಯೋಣ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ಒನ್ ಚೆಕ್ಕರ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್. ಸೊ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ಸ್, ಸೊ ಫಾದರು XY ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್, ಮದರು XX ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್. ಫಾದರಿನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮು ಮದರಿನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ದ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಗರ್ಲ್ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್. ಫಾದರಿನ ಎಕ್ಸು ಮದರಿನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ದ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಗರ್ಲ್ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್. ಫಾದರಿನ ವೈ ಮದರಿನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ದ ಬೇಬಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಬಾಯ್ ಬೇಬಿ. ಫಾದರಿನ ವೈ ಮದರಿನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ದ ಬೇಬಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಬಾಯ್. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ 50-50% chances, there is 50-50% chances of getting a boy or girl baby, so there is a 50-50% chances of getting a boy or girl baby. Therefore the gender of the child depends on father chromosome. So gender of the child depends upon father chromosome. So this is about sex determination in human beings. So after this one we are moving to the next question, that is question number 32. So in question number 32, so define Ganch, first one. Then second one, show the formation of sodium oxide by the transfer of electrons. So let us define the Ganch. The earthly impurities such as mud, sand and organic matter present in ore is called Ganch. ಸೊ ಓರಿನಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಮಣ್ಣು, ಮರಳು, ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಇವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಓರ್ನಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಇವುಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಥ್ಲಿ ಇಂಪ್ಯೂರಿಟೀಸ್ನ ಗಾಂಜ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇದರೊಳಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇದೆ, ಶೋ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್. ಸೊ ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ನ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಅಯಾನಿಕ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್, ಇದು ಮೆಟಲ್, ಇದು ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಲ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋಣ. ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ನಂಬರ್ 1. ಸೊ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಲೂಸಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೊಳುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಸೋಡಿಯಂನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಸೊ ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಈಸ್ 11. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್, so 2, 8, 1. So that means it has the valence electron 1. So sodium, by losing 1 electron, it will become sodium ion. So sodium 2, 8, 1, by losing 1 electron, it will become Na plus 2, 8 ಆಯಿತು. So by losing 1 electron, so ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ನ ಕಳ್ಕೊಂತು. So sodium atom, by losing 1 electron, it become sodium ion. ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಇದು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ನಂಬರ್ 1. ದೆನ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ನಂಬರ್ 2, we have to talk about non-metal. So we know that non-metal gains electrons. ನಾನ್-ಮೆಟಲ್ಗಳು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನನ್ನು ಗೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ನಾನ್-ಮೆಟಲ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್, ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಈಸ್ 8. If you distribute the electron in the shells 2, 6. That means K shell is completely filled. To complete the L shell, it requires 2 more electrons. ಎರಡು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ನ ಪಡೆಯೋ ಮೂಲಕ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಸೋಡಿಯಂ, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೀಗ ಈಗ ಬರೆಯೋಣ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್. ಸೊ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ it 2,6 by gaining 2 electrons it will become O minus, that is 2,8 it will become. So idu non-metal gains electrons. Then coming to the last step, that is step number 3. In step number 3, formation of sodium oxide. So how sodium oxide is formed, let us see it now. So sodium Na2, here one electron plus oxygen 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6. So sodium, ಈ sodium ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. This will leave another electron. So ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಟ್ಟು it will become Na2O. It will become Na2O. So like this sodium oxide, nodi, the transfer of electrons from metals to non-metal. The transfer of electrons from metal to non-metal will form a ionic compound, and the name of this ionic compound is sodium oxide. So like this we have to answer for this question. Now let us move for the 33rd question. So 33rd question is like this: explain the 3 types of decomposition reaction with the help of balanced chemical equation for each. So let us explain the 3 decomposition reaction, 3 types of decomposition reactions. So now let us explain 3 types of decomposition reaction with a balanced chemical equation. The first type is called thermal decomposition reaction. So thermal decomposition reaction. So what is thermal decomposition reaction? A reaction in which a single reactant splits into two or more product by using heat as a source of energy. So this is called thermal decomposition reaction. So a reaction in which a single reactant splits into 2 or more product by using heat as a source of energy. For this one, let us take one example. So when ferrous sulfate is heated in a dry test tube, ferrous sulfate, which is a single reactant, so when heat is supplied, so it splits into Fe2O3 plus SO2 plus SO3. ಸೊ ಫೆರಿಕ್ ಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸಲ್ಫರ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸಲ್ಫರ್ ಟ್ರೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಪಾಯ್ಸನಸ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್. ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ photolytic decomposition. Photolytic decomposition reaction. Photolytic decomposition reaction. So what is photolytic decomposition reaction? A reaction in which a single reactant splits into two or more product by using light as a source of energy. That means photo andre light, thermal andre heat. So example for photolytic decomposition reaction, So balanced equation, when silver chloride is exposed to sunlight, it decomposes to 2Ag silver and chlorine. So decompose ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ silver chloride to silver and chlorine gas. This is the second type of decomposition reaction, and the third type of decomposition is called electrolytic decomposition reaction. So let us know about electrolytic decomposition reaction. So what is meant by electrolytic decomposition reaction? A reaction in which a single reactant decomposes or splits to form two or more product by using electricity as a source of energy. This is called electrolytic decomposition. Example, so water, when electricity is passed through water, it splits into hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen is collected at cathode, and oxygen is collected at anode. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿ ವಾಟರ್ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ by using electricity as a source of energy. So this is about 3 types of decomposition reaction with their balanced equation. Now let us move for 34th question, that is 4 marks question. So draw a neat diagram of internal structure of human heart and label the following part. It carry oxygenated blood from heart to various organs of the body. It is nothing but the biggest artery. So first question adu. ಎರಡನೇದು it carry deoxygenated blood from various organs to heart ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ the answer for ಅಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಲೇಬಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ 34th ಕ್ವಶನ್ಗೆ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಗೆ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನೇಟೆಡ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಟು ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನ್ ಅಂದರೆ that is biggest artery, that is you have to label aorta. Second one, it carry deoxygenated blood from various organ to heart, that is nothing but biggest vein, and that biggest vein is vena cava. So you have to answer these two, you have to label these two. ಇವೆರಡು ನೀವು ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ನ ಬರೆದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇವೆರಡು ನೀವು ಲೇಬಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So this is the answer for 34th question. Now let us move for 35th question. So 35th ಹೀಗಿದೆ. A student fixes a sheet of paper on a drawing board. He places a bar magnet in the center of it. He sprinkles some iron filings uniformly around the bar magnet. Then he taps the board gently and observes that the iron filings arrange themselves in a particular pattern. ಇಷ್ಟು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಗೆ ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಈಸ್ why do iron filings arrange in a pattern? Next, what does the lines along which the iron filings align represent? Then how does the strength of the magnetic field lines is indicates? So these are the 3 questions that we have to answer. So the first question is, why do the iron filings arrange in a pattern? So let us answer for this one. Due to the force exerted by the magnet, within its magnetic field. That is the answer for the first question. In that one, second question, B question is there. What does the line along which the iron filing align represent? So the lines represent magnetic field lines. magnetic field lines. Then coming to C question, how does the strength of the magnetic field lines is indicates? Strength of magnetic field is indicated by the closeness of the field lines. So now closer the lines, ಲೈನ್ಗಳು ತುಂಬ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ, closer the lines, more will be the strength. ಸೊ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ನ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ, ಮೋರ್, ಇಫ್ the lines are farther, then there will be, then ಲೈನ್ಸ್ಗಳು ತುಂಬ ದೂರ ಇದ್ರೆ, if the lines are farther, then there will be lesser field strength. ಲೈನ್ಗಳು ಹತ್ರ ಇದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್, ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ನ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ, ಲೈನ್ಗಳು ದೂರ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ನ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. Now let us move for 36th question. In that one, internal choice question is there. Let us answer for that one also. How does the embryo get nourishment inside the mother's body? A question. In that one, B, list any 4 methods of contraception used by humans. So now let us answer these 2 questions. So in 36th, the A question is about that is, how does the embryo get nourishment inside the mother's body anta ide. So 36th A. So it gets nourishment by a special organ called placenta. It is a temporary organ that develops in the uterus during pregnancy. It attaches the fetus to the uterine wall and provides nutrients to fetus. So this is about how does the embryo get nourishment inside the mother's body. That is by a special organ, and the name of that special organ is called what we call that special organ as placenta. In that, one more question, B question is there. List any 4 methods of contraception used by humans anta ide. So ಅದರೊಳಗಡೆ ಸೊ ಮೊದಲನೇದು ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೆಕಾನಿಕಲ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ or it is also called barrier method. Second method is called chemical method. That is, in chemical method using oral pills, ಮಾತ್ರೆಗಳನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು to avoid unwanted pregnancy. And the third method is called surgical method. That is tubectomy and vasectomy. Tubectomy for female and vasectomy for male. And the fourth method is called educative method. and the fourth method is called educative method. So these are the four methods used for avoiding unwanted pregnancy. Mechanical or barrier method, chemical method, surgical method, and educative method. So these are the four methods used to avoid unwanted pregnancy. So this is about 36th. In that one, again one more question is there, that is in human female, what happens when egg is fertilized, and second, if egg is not fertilized. ಎಗ್ಗು ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸ್ ಆದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಗ್ಗು ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನೋಡಿ. 36th optional question is, in human females what happens if egg is fertilized, and second one, if egg is not fertilized. ಎಗ್ಗು ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸ್ ಆದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಗ್ಗು ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಫಾರ್ when egg is fertilized. When egg is fertilized. So egg fertilize ಆದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋಣ. So when egg is fertilized, egg get fertilized in fallopian tube, by fusion of sperm, by the fusion of sperm with egg to form a single celled structure, called zygote formation ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. This zygote moves into the uterus and stick to the wall of uterus, Zygote divides to form a multicellular structure, called embryo. This embryo develops into fetus, which later develops into a baby. This happens when egg is fertilized. ಎಗ್ಗು ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸ್ ಆದಾಗ ಝೈಗೋಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಝೈಗೋಟು ಯೂಟರಸ್ಸಿನ ವಾಲ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಝೈಗೋಟು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಝೈಗೋಟು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಯುಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರು, ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಮಲ್ಟಿ ಸೆಲ್ಯುಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರು. ಆ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಲೇಟರ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಎ ಫೀಟಸ್. ದ ಫೀಟಸ್ ಲೇಟರ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಬೇಬಿ. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ the baby will be formed when the egg is fertilized. Now let us move for the second case, when egg is not fertilized. So egg fertilize aglilla. When egg is not fertilized, the matured egg will get vanish in the uterus, the layers the three layers of uterus, the three layers of uterus will get ruptured. The three layers of uterus will get ruptured and blood starts to bleed. Blood starts to bleed through vagina. Through vagina. This is called as monthly period. This is called as monthly period. ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಎಗ್ಗು ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಮೆಚೂರ್ ಎಗ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ವ್ಯಾನಿಷ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಯೂಟರಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಯೂಟರಸ್ಸಿನ 3 ಲೇಯರ್ ಏನಿದೆಯೋ, ಬ್ಲಡ್ ವೆಸಲ್ಸಿನ 3 ಲೇಯರು ಅದು ರಪ್ಚರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಅದು ರಪ್ಚರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬ್ಲೀಡ್ ಥ್ರೂ ವಜೀನಾ ಮೂಲಕ ಬ್ಲಡ್ಡು ಬ್ಲೀಡ್ ಆಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದನ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಮಂತ್ಲಿ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಆರ್ ಮೆನಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆರ್ ಮಂತ್ಲಿ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. This happens when egg is not fertilized. Now let us move for the next question, that is question number 37. In question number 37, what can you do as an individual to reduce your consumption of the various natural resources? It is a general question. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಹಲವಾರು ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಬರೀಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇದೆ, ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಎನಿ 2 advantages of water stored in the ground. So let us answer for both the questions. Now let us answer for 37A, that what can you do as an individual to reduce your consumption of the various natural resources. So the first point we can write is deforestation. So deforestation should be avoided. That means we have to avoid cutting down of trees, because forest is a natural resource. If you avoid cutting of trees, then if you avoid deforestation, then you can conserve the natural resources. This is the first one. Second one, rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting should be practiced. Rainwater harvesting should be practiced. So rainwater harvesting na practice mado mulaka, so at the time of rain we can collect the rainwater, we can store the rainwater, and we can use it whenever it is required. That is the second one. Then reduce the use of fossil fuels. So adashtu we have to reduce the use of fossil fuels. Then use of public transport. So use of public transport na ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Next, reduce the use of plastic and use biodegradable containers. Like this we can list so many other things also, we can list it. In that one only another question he has given, and that question is, list any 2 advantages of water stored in the ground. If the water stored in the ground, so what is the advantage? It will not evaporate. So water stored in the underground, it will not get evaporate. This is the first point. And the second one, it will not get pollute. ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಅಂಡರ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ವಾಟರು ಪೊಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ದೆನ್ it will not become a breeding place for mosquito. ಸೊ ಮಸ್ಕಿಟೋಗಳು ಬ್ರೀಡ್ ಆಗೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದ ವಾಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಎ ಬ್ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮಸ್ಕಿಟೋ, so that diseases can be avoided. Diseases such as malaria, chikungunya, dengue, all these mosquito related diseases can be avoided. So like this we can list advantages of underground water. So this is about 37th, and let us move for the last question of practice paper number 7, and that last question is 38th question, that is 5 marks question. What is dispersion of white light? First one. Second one, describe the formation of rainbow in the sky. Third one, name the defect vision due to excessive curvature of the islands and focal length of the islands is too long. So now let us answer these two questions. So the first question of 38th is 38th first question. What is dispersion of light? The phenomenon of splitting of white light into seven constituent colors is called dispersion of light. ಇದನ್ನೇ ನಾವು dispersion of light ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. So this is about the dispersion of white light. Then in that one only one more question he asked, and that question is describe the formation of rainbow. Rainbow is formed after the rain. Rainbow is formed after the rain when one side sunlight and the opposite side should have water droplets of rain. See here, one side the sunlight will be there, one side sunlight ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ water droplet ಇದೆ. When the sunlight falls on the water droplet, ನೋಡಿ sunlight water droplet ಮೇಲೆ ಬಿತ್ತು, ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಯ್ತು. when sunlight falls on water droplet, refraction of light takes place. Refraction of light takes place due to movement of light from one medium to another. Next what happens? ಈಗ first refraction ಆಯಿತು, then within the water molecule reflection, that is the light will get bounce back, and this is called internal reflection. Within the water droplet within the water droplet, internal reflection takes place. Internal reflection takes place. Internal reflection takes place. Then again refraction takes place. Again refraction of color light takes place, which is observed by an observer, ಸೊ ಈಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ again refraction will takes place, and this refracted light is observed by the observer. So observer, the eye of the observer is observing. ನಾನು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಲರ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Like this 7 color light will be absorbed by the observer, and this 7 color light observed by an observer is rainbow. So rainbow consists of 7 colors, and these 7 colors observed by the observer is called rainbow. So like this the rainbow is formed. Now let us answer for the last question, that is, name the defect vision due to excessive curvature of the eye lens. If the eye lens is excessive curvature, so eye lens ಹೆಚ್ಚು curvature ಹೊಂದಿದ್ರೆ, as curvature increases, focal length decreases. So focal length ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆದರೆ, so the eye defect is called myopia. So ಮಯೋಪಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ focal length ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ the image is formed in front of the retina, not on the retina, in front of the retina. Therefore the defect of the eye is called myopia. Next, the second, in that one only one more question. Focal length of the eye lens is too long. So focal length ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಕರ್ವೇಚರು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. As the focal length increases, the image is formed behind the retina. So behind the retina anta bandaga, so it is the defect of eye is called hypermetropia. So hypermetropia is the defect of eye that person is suffering from. ಒಂದು myopia, excessive curvature ಅಂದ್ರೆ myopia, focal length become too long andre it is hypermetropia. So this is the end of answer of practice paper number 7. So in the next video we are going to answer for practice paper number 8. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. Those who have not subscribed, please subscribe my channel. Those who have already subscribed, please watch my videos, share my videos, like my videos, and please encourage my videos. Thank you everyone.